fix my hair. I just ran from the shower here to be on time. It's fine. I'm going for the wild look. Hello, my friend. It's a new week. I've almost got it. Hold on. I've almost got it. It is a new week. Welcome back. I took Friday off because I was driving to Los Angeles, but it feels like I took an entire week off. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I did, celebrating my bestie's 50th birthday. I was at 30, I was at 40, I had to be there at 50. And today we're gonna cover a lot of ground, some Gypsy Rose Blanchard craziness, as well as the situation in Venezuela. We're also gonna talk about some really unpleasant Bravo news. But first, pretty please, everybody like this video. Like this video. We've got only 4 likes. There's 25 people watching. If you could like, it would help so much. I go live here on YouTube every weekday at this same exact time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. I take it very seriously. I showed up on Christmas Day. I showed up on New Year's Day, and your support means so much. If you want to support even more, please consider becoming a member like Where's Hansel and G Saves the World and Cat Jill. It really helps your favorite creators if they have memberships to become a member, because views are like that. And memberships is something that we can count on. So I would love to be able to count on you. You get a little badge, a custom badge if you become a member. You also get exclusive videos every day and an exclusive live stream every weekday as well. So that means that for the first 30 minutes or so, I will be live for everybody and everybody can chat. But after that, I'm going live for members only. And members also get priority reply from me during the Hot Topics live show. All right, that's enough chitty chat. Let's get to it. Starting off today with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Hold on. It took a few weeks, but it's finally happening, y'all. The mainstream media is talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard again, and not about her daughter's birthday, not about her wigs or shaving her head. They're finally talking about all of those videos that I believe show her true character. Multiple outlets today have been reporting on it. Let's take a look at the latest. If we go to the Googs, actually, I could say it because Google owns YouTube. I hate that I have to censor myself, but if you're on a different platform and you don't want to have your reach diminished, you have to speak in code. But YouTube is owned by Google, so I could say, thank you, Google, for this information you're going to share with us. Hey, Kyle, if you go to google.com right now and you type in, I'll do it so you can see live. If you type in Gypsy Rose Blanchard, this is what comes up, okay? Then you go to news, boom, TV Insider. Gypsy Rose Blanchard admits true feelings for Killer X in bombshell, previously unseen videos. And then IMDb.com also ran it. Unilad also ran it. My guess is this is clearly a some kind of news agency that did this. The byline here on TV Insider is Martin Holmes. According to Unilad, they say. It's okay. So TV Insider is citing Unilad. Unilad has a different writer. Okay. Joe Yates. Oh, look, they shout out the Into the Weeds podcast. Love that for them. Unilad published this today, January 5th, and they linked to the Into the Weeds podcast. The New York Post did one too. That's not showing up on Google. Interesting. Oh, look, but Australia's been covering it a lot. Never before seen vid from infamous murderer. That's from news.com.au. That's, I think, the biggest publication in Australia. This is all page 1 on Google News. And then everything else is older on page 2. But I would say these are some really good looks. TV Insider, IMDb, Unilad, and news.com.au. And allegedly maybe the New York Post as well. Oh, hey, Into the Weeds is here. How are ya? I just mentioned you. Good to see you. Okay, also, speaking of Gypsy, some of you might have seen that I was going to say dropped, but not really. She released a snippet of her new podcast that's coming out allegedly this year. And let's go over this if you have not seen it yet, because I have some thoughts. All right. And there's even more Gypsy to get to after this. You know what I also find interesting? Why is it that Gypsy Rose has so many followers on the Talkie Tick, but not even 1 million on Insta? She's got over 9 million on the Talkie Tick and less than 1 million on the IG. Oh, they were bought? Really? Huh. I don't buy any of my followers, but I would love it if you followed me on the IG. Are you following me on the I to the G? My account there is the Perez Hilton. The Perez Hilton. Let me show you. It'd be amazing if I got to 1 million followers in the next few months. I've been trying to get to 1 million, and it's taking me forever. The Perez Hilton on the IG. Thank you, Gen X5N. I clearly don't pay. That's why I'm not at 1 million yet, but the Perez Hilton. Give me a follow there. Anyways, let's watch this Gypsy snippet of her new podcast.
Comes, of course, New Year's resolutions. So this year, my resolution.
Okay, first of all, straight out the gate, we understand that she shaved her head or cut her hair, however you want to describe it. Why not show it? I mean, I think, does she just have a wig fetish? Does she have a wig fetish? Is that a thing? Is she role playing like, I don't know, mommy, presentable? Even like, you know what? Let's take a step back. Look at how she's dressed. We have to analyze the whole package. She's giving us a cashmere sweater. She's giving us, momcore. She's trying to give us expensive. Like it's gold, it's Jesus. We'll come back to the Jesus. She's wearing her crucifix, her cashmere sweater, and pajama pants. She wants to come across as accessible and, likable. This entire snippet is all about perception. So starting off being mindful of that from how she even presents herself is important.
Is to honestly prioritize my family, really kind of hone in on the things that are important to me. I really want to do some kind of group within our church. I think that would be really...
Oh, you guys, how nice of her. She wants to give back. She wants to do a group, and she wants to help others, and she wants to get closer to God. But you know what? I would love to hear from some super religious people, because I am not a super religious person. And there are a lot of super religious people who believe that God loves all, God forgives, and believe in forgiveness and believe in redemption. And this appeals to those people or tugs at those heartstrings. Does it not? So curious how that'll play to that audience.
Yeah, insightful and inspiring to kind of get me in the right direction with my faith. I've always kind of struggled with my faith. And so really sort of getting back into the right path that I think that God wants me to walk.
Okay, making a big deal about God. Smart, strategic, well played. Look, I call it like I see it. I can give props when they're due. So far, everything in this video is maybe not effective, but it's smart. Smart.
I feel like it's been such a journey for me trying to figure out like where my place is in the world. I've been out of prison for 2 years now, and I feel like I'm still kind of like finding myself and figuring out where I belong. What is my purpose? I think everybody feels that way at some point in their life, and I'm coming to the realization that I'm 34 years old, and I really just want to honestly just become that, like, I want to become that version of myself that I always envisioned for myself. So taking the steps to get there. Everyone knows that in the last 2 years I have been extremely messy on social media and just in my life in general. And so I've learned so much from 2024 and 2025.
Smart again. Smart. Not really an apology, but an acknowledgement that she's been messy, that she's messed up, that she's, freshly out of prison and learning all of these things that she would have learned when she was a young woman, but instead she was locked up, as she should have been, for the murder of her mother. And wait till you see some new videos that, I wouldn't say change everything, but definitely I'm curious what the Gypsy crew, her posse, are going to say, how they will defend or explain away. Because I like to hear both sides. We talked about last week her bestie, Bree, who took over her TikTok account. And over the weekend, I went up on a panel on the Clock app that her friend Bree was having, because I wanted to hear what they would have to say. But let's go back to this little podcast clip.
That, learning these life lessons that I never got to when I was a teen or early 20s. I'm only kind of figuring out that now. And I feel like I'm literally stumbling through my life. So finding my footing of where I belong, where I think that I would be most useful in life. I know I'm useful to my family, but it's kind of like, what is my bigger purpose in life? So definitely focusing on like trying to be less messy, being a good mom, like being the best version of myself for my daughter.
Listen, I understand she had her salivary glands removed, and I think she has dry mouth. Brie with the ice. Maybe she should move the microphone away, not as close to her mouth, because all the lip smacking is driving me crazy. It's triggering my OCD. It's like, it's all I can hear. I can just hear the. And I have empathy for her having, listen, I'm not a Gypsy is evil person. Well, maybe she is. I mean, I've been consistent. I think she should not have murdered her mother. She should have just left. But I don't know, like having the salivary glands removed, if it was not necessary, that sucks. I could be wrong, but I don't think that was necessary, right? Anyways, I'm sure I'll get corrected on that later. All right, let's continue.
Raising her to be kind, compassionate, a child of God, like all of these things I have constantly on my head.
More God.
So with the new year comes, of course, New Year's resolution.
That's it. And she ended talking more about God. Smart, strategic. Somebody is clearly advising her, and it's unfortunate that she's got her comments limited on the IG. Follow me there, the Perez Hilton. I don't know if two were removed. Okay, that's still too much. Just because she was drooling a lot, that seems ridiculous. That seems excessive. I would not remove two of my kids' salivary glands because they're drooling a lot. I don't know. I'm still not sure if she was or wasn't abused, but what I am sure about, I'm sure about. So, all right. Let's look at this. Her friend Brie, oh no. Oh no. Fudge. Somebody the video disappeared. Weird. It was a video of her friend Brie, but I can't watch it now. Anyways, we got more videos to look at. Her friend Brie did tell me that Gypsy has a plan for her talkie tick. I don't know what that plan is, but we'll see. I don't think I am naive, okay? And a bit of a warning. Don't tell people who are agnostic or who aren't sure that they're naive, because people might interpret that as you calling them dumb. And that's a trigger for a lot of people. Not me, I don't care, but some people might be triggered if they perceive that you're calling them dumb. I think I'm a moderately intelligent person. Not very bright, but smart enough. Okay, let's look at this. Hopefully this video shows up. Okay, yay!
can be an eternal summer, no, has to be an eternal winter. Elsa! Elsa!
Oh my God. As you can tell, this is Gypsy Rose Blanchard cosplaying Anna from Frozen with her mother. We'll go back to watching this, but this is the video that I was talking about. I'm so curious what the spin from her horseman is going to be. You know, how will they explain this? Because I don't know, the mom, this is a private moment, right? This is not a video that was meant for public consumption. I don't believe that this is a video that was published on social media. And you hear the mother playing with her daughter. They're just having fun. And yes, listen, abuse might have still happened, and there could have been moments of fun. That's probably what they're going to argue, right? Let's go back to this because it's hilarious.
Reading post. Hi, do you sell boots? Winter boots?
It's kind of limited right now.
Okay. Do you have a coat maybe?
We got a cape and some boots and a family sauna
Oh, wonderful.
with any purchase.
Thank you.
Woo-hoo.
What's crazy? Oh, I can't play that. Can't play the song. Can't play the song. Thank God I stopped it. What's crazy is she was 23 years old then. 23, according to this account, Coffee and True Crime. I think this might have been one of the videos released by Into the Weeds. I'm not sure because other people have started to release a lot of things also. Over the weekend, some Facebook messages were released by some other creator. I forget her name. Apparently like 8,000 Facebook messages. Wowzers. Barbara? Okay, Barbara. 23, and you know, once again, oh, straight out of context? Okay, there you go. 23, and some people are really into cosplay. I like to be fair. I mean, it's a little bizarre to me, but some people are really into that. Also, I did not see this one before. Look at this. This is...
There's something really that's about me. I hope to graduate. To be honest, the only thing I can think of is passing my final exams. And doing this interview. Kate was supposed to do it. That is a generous offer, Mr. Gray, but I wouldn't fit in here. I mean, look at me.
That was a good lip bite.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Gray. I believe that will be all. It's a pleasure.
Do you want to build a snowman with your white snow? Also, I had not seen this before either. there's just so many videos and so many emails and so many this and so many that. It's pretty crazy. This one I had not seen before.
If I could be a vampire and you said that it would be best if I wouldn't. And maybe you're right. Because maybe I'm just not meant to be one. But without you guiding me, I would have probably made the wrong choice. So thank you for steering me in the right direction every single time. I remember when I asked you if I could be a vampire and you said that it would be best if I wouldn't. And maybe you're right.
Relatable. You know, not everybody should be a vampire. Oh my God. Too funny. Holy moly. This has been a lot of Gypsy Rose, but we've still got other things to talk about today. And we've got 4 more minutes for everybody. And then in 4 minutes, I'm going live just for my members. If you are not a member yet, please consider becoming a member. Your support would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Members get an exclusive live stream every weekday. They get exclusive videos every day. They get exclusive response from me in the comments section. They get a badge and they get my deepest gratitude. All right. In other news, I'm so curious to hear what you all think about the situation in Venezuela. I'm sure most people know by now what happened over the weekend with Donald Trump removing Nicolás Maduro from power in Venezuela. And it's not a surprise, I did not vote for Donald Trump, but I'm curious what Trump voters think. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene and a lot in the MAGA movement are not happy. They don't think what happened is America first. It does not seem America first to a lot of the MAGA folks. And I get that. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Welcome. Thank you for the support. You know, I'm happy for the people of Venezuela. And I'm also a little jealous. I would love it if Trump went after Cuba next. I would love for Cuba to have regime change. I would love for Cuba to be free. Nicolás Maduro is a dictator and a horrible human being. And I'm thrilled that he's no longer in power. However, why did Trump not intervene in Ukraine? Why did Trump not remove Putin from power? Putin is just as bad as Maduro, right? I think Trump is afraid of Putin. I think Trump said, "Oh, I can get rid of Maduro easier." Trump is just afraid of Putin. That's really what it boils down to, I think. And I would love to have a sincere conversation with Trump supporters, not Republicans, but MAGA people, Trump supporters. What are your thoughts on what he did? After this live stream is over, I'll make the video open to everybody so you can comment on it. So I'd love to hear from you. Come back and leave a comment in the comment section, okay? Now I'm going to switch this to member-only mode. We still have to talk Real Housewives, Tom Brady, and more. But I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully some of you can become members, but if not, I'll post this later for everybody, all right? Going live for members only now in 3, 2, 1. You guys, oh shoot, I gotta do that. Oh, I have been drinking so much coffee the last 2 weeks because I've had such a busy holiday season, Christmas and New Year's, that I was having caffeine withdrawals this morning. Like a headache. Not cute. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Oh, some really sad news. Some of you might know Jessie Nelson. She was in Little Mix. She announced that her twin daughters suffer from severe muscular disease and says that they may never walk. How heartbreaking. Can you imagine, like, her 8-month-old daughters, Ocean Jade and Story Monroe, have been diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, SMA type 1. In her video, she recalled being told when leaving the neonatal intensive care unit not to compare her daughters with other babies, as they were born premature at 31 weeks and won't reach the same milestones. However, it soon became evident that the twins weren't showing as much movement in their legs as they should be, and they would struggle to feed properly. After the most grueling 3-4 months and endless appointments, the girls have now been diagnosed with a severe muscular disease called SMA type 1. This is an inherited neuromuscular disorder that weakens and wastes away muscles due to the loss of a specific nerve cell in your spinal cord that controls muscle movement. Oh, how awful. We were told they're probably never going to be able to walk, says Jessie Nelson. Hey, Rebecca. I don't think so, Mrs. Fancy Pants. That's not what she's saying. We were told they're probably never going to be able to walk. They probably will never regain their neck strength, so they will be disabled. And so the best thing we can do right now is to get them treatment and then just hope for the best. Sending her so much love. All right, in other political news, I like to talk about everything. Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, has announced that he will not be seeking re-election. All right. He's probably going to be a consultant and make a lot more money. Money, 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 money. Also, just a little bit ago, I saw a trailer for this new Ryan Murphy TV show. Did any of you see it? See it as well? It's starring Ashton Kutcher and Isabella Rossellini. And I'm not an Ashton Kutcher fan to begin with, but he comes across so freaking annoying in this TV show. And what's wild is the TV show basically seems like the male answer to that Demi Moore movie, The Substance. Ryan Murphy knows what he's doing. I wonder if it's going to be good or not. Hey, Jill. All right, let's keep it moving. You guys, since you're my members, I'm going to give you a little spoiler, a little preview. Oh my God, I'm freaking out still. Jennifer Lopez saw the review that I made about her Vegas residency and sent me flowers. How freaking cool. J-Lo sent me flowers. I made a video. I haven't posted it yet, but check it out. I was so moved. So kind. All right. Real Housewives news. As I've covered, Denise Richards has been involved in some major drama with her ex. I think they might still be legally married, not quite divorced yet, but her estranged husband, Aaron, and his family are begging for help after being evicted from the Los Angeles mansion he once shared with Denise Richards. Aaron's mother, Erin Pfeiffer, his mother launched a GoFundMe in which she is asking the public for financial assistance after an LA court ruled in favor of the landlord to take possession of the $3.3 million home. Please help my son Aaron, she wrote on the fundraiser page, calling herself a grandmother, begging for justice and for the little girl torn from our lives. And she's set an ambitious goal of raising $110,000. No. That's embarrassing. Denise's former mother-in-law says, my son Aaron has been destroyed by false allegations, Hollywood power, and a system determined to silence him. His mother then went on to say, the deepest wound for Aaron was the loss of his daughter, referring to 14-year-old Eloise, whom Richards adopted before her relationship with him. He did not adopt her. And he's fighting for custody. You know why? Because he wants Denise's money. Obviously. He's fighting for custody, claiming that he raised her as his own and accused Denise of failing to file his adoption papers for her. This guy is a piece of work. And as you might recall, also, Denise has alleged that this guy was physically violent towards her. Ugh. I shared video yesterday of Timothée Chalamet thanking his girlfriend, Kylie Jenner, at the Critics' Choice Awards. But did you guys also see this? Hilarious. Two of the stars of Hacks literally went dressed in the exact outfits, basically, as Timothy and Kylie from the Marty Supreme premiere. Hey, Leanne. So to remind you all, this is what Timothy and Kylie wore to the Marty Supreme premiere. And then this is what Meg Salter and Paul Downs wore to the Critics' Choice Awards. Loved it. And that's good advice, Mrs. Fancy Pants. Definitely should downsize. Well, he is. He got evicted. Bloop. Bloop. There is no It Ends With Us saga updates, Kyle. Thankfully, they took the holiday off. I needed that. So then when they come back, I'm gonna be jonesing for an It Ends With Us saga update. And this is no shade. A lot of the creators who cover It Ends With Us have been making new content, but like just basically regurgitating old information. And I didn't want to do that. I want to give you new updates. I don't want to like just make content about It Ends With Us if there's nothing relevant to share. Does that make sense? But I get why people do it. You know, they can monetize off old stuff. Yeah, even the mainstream media, I just looked right now to make sure I hadn't missed anything. They haven't published anything in 2 weeks. I think I covered something less than 2 weeks ago, though. Hey, Lydia. All right, in other news, Tom Brady celebrated New Year's with Alex Earl, that influencer, and she was on Dancing with the Stars recently. They were all over each other in St. Bart's. She was recently with she was dating another NFL player, Braxton Berrios, I think is his name, or something like that. What do you all think of Tom Brady and Alex Earl? I think it makes sense. She seems like his type, you know? And she seems like she could keep quiet about certain things. Also, Taylor Swift celebrated New Year's at one of her besties' weddings. SD Haim of the group Haim got married, and Taylor was there in California at the wedding, and so was Stevie Nicks. How cool. A New Year's Eve wedding. I don't know. I would not want to get married. If I get married, I would like to get married why am I actually contemplating this now? Like, I'm really putting thought into it. I'm such a dork. I was going to say something, but I'm going to say it. I don't know. No, I don't know. I would like to get married 4th of July. Because 4th of July is actually when my father died. My dad died the 4th of July. And I don't know, I think it would be nice to have that day become something else. But then I'm like thinking it through. I'm like, no, should I still honor that day? Should that day still be like a day of, that day? I don't know. It might be fun to get married on Halloween. I'd be the kind to have like a Halloween wedding. Not really. I'd get married on November 1st, but then have a Halloween party the day before. I'm a dork. I don't know. Whatever. All right, y'all. that is everything for today. Thank you for being a member of my channel. Your support means the world. Thank you for being a member. And if you're not a member, maybe you guys can become a member later. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Kourtney Kardashian got married on Halloween? I didn't remember that. Anyways, love ya. I'll see you guys later. Bye.